after a deeply worrying period of foreign policy missteps where the Albanese Labor government has sought to appease our rivals and antagonise our main alliance partner. We can all breathe a small sigh of relief today after Anthony Albanese's meeting with Donald Trump at the White House went well. This was no triumph, nothing particularly new was delivered, but it was reassuring, and it reaffirmed both nations' commitment to the alliance and the agreed means to advance it. The Prime Minister has failed for almost a year to get a face-to-face meeting with the President. He didn't travel to the inauguration in January. He was fobbed off at the G20 in Canada in June. So we had that unedifying episode where he desperately ambushed the US President for a selfie in New York last month. Dear, oh dear. But early this morning, our time, Albanese got what he was after and what the country needed. A full sit-down meeting with the President, even lapping up some welcome words of partnership and praise.
I think he's doing a really good job, and we've had a very good relationship. I don't want to compare one with the other, but I'll tell you, this one is, they really have a great Prime Minister.
Thank you.
I'll use it in my ads in 28.
Yeah, sure he'll use it in his ads. Sure he will. He got to office largely by linking the coalition with Trump. He won't be running a Trump endorsement. Now, as expected, Trump had no trouble with AUKUS. In fact, he was enthusiastic about it.
It was made a while ago, and nobody did anything about it, and it was going too slowly. We do actually have a lot of submarines. We have the best submarines in the world, anywhere in the world, and we're building a few more currently under construction. And now we're starting, we have it all set. With Anthony, we've worked on this long and hard, and we're starting that process right now, and I think it's really moving along very rapidly, very well.
Yeah, the AUKUS deal between Australia, the UK and the US was always going to be okay, but it was reassuring to have all this confirmed in public. Trump even resisted the opportunity to criticise our subpar defence spending. There was no reprieve on tariffs either, but that wasn't expected either. There was, though, a formal signing of a deal to mine and process critical minerals and rare earths in Australia, leveraging US investment dollars. This is something that both countries have been keen on for years. And while nothing is guaranteed, we are now likely to see tangible outcomes because China is using its near monopoly in these minerals to retaliate against US trade barriers.
In about a year from now, we'll have so much critical mineral and rare earths that you won't know what to do with them.
But as you know, the liveliest part of the visit came when former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd, there as our US ambassador, of course, well, he was pushed into the spotlight by a brilliant question from Sky's Andrew Clennell.
Been concerned in Australia that it's taken 9 months to get this meeting. Have you had any concerns with this administration, with its stance on Palestine, climate change, or even things the ambassador said about you in the past, the Australian ambassador?
I don't know anything about him. I mean, if he said bad, then maybe he'll like to apologize. I really don't know. Did an ambassador say something bad about him? Don't tell me. I don't know. Where is he? Is he still working for you?
Yeah.
You said bad?
Before I took this position, Mr. President.
I don't like you either. I don't, and I probably never will. Go ahead.
As they say, taking an instant disliking to Kevin Rudd saves time. And one wag suggested the exchange was testament to Trump's genius because nothing unites Australia like bagging Kevin Rudd. But Rudd has made his own bed, of course, by running off at the mouth for years, calling Trump destructive and a traitor and all the rest of it.
Who could believe our luck that this madman called Trump could have been elected?
The United States in the last 4 years has been run by a village idiot.
During the craziness of the Trump administration.
The essential problem for allies in dealing with the Trump administration, Trump 1 or Trump 2, is its essential internal incoherence because of the essential incoherence of the man himself.
That the Republicans would see sense
and get the president to behave like a responsible grown-up. And so far, he's not done that.
But the underpinnings of it were still incoherent because Trump himself was incoherent.
You get the idea. Albanese is one of the only mates that Rudd has left in the Labor Party, and this was a bad appointment by the PM because it was always going to end up in ructions, as we've pointed out repeatedly. Sadly, we'll hear more from our man in Washington, and I'm tipping it won't be smooth sailing. Australia has a diplomatic problem with all this right now, and it'll become an unavoidable mess if Donald Trump wins. I've managed to obtain exclusive footage of Kevin Rudd just after he was advised of Trump's victory.
There's language. He just complicates it so much, you know? How can anyone do this? Oh, mate, this is just impossible.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. It's pretty much impossible, and that wouldn't be too far from the truth, would it? Yeah, you got to have some fun with this stuff. But after this latest blow-up in the White House, opposition leader Susan Lee says Rudd should be brought home.
I don't believe he should stay in that role. And to see the Prime Minister actually laughing at his own ambassador in the room when the President made a joke, I think it's untenable.
Look, that probably would be best for all involved, but it's unlikely to happen. Things will go one of two ways after today's fun and games. It could just fade into history, you know, tensions erased and everyone moves on, as Albanese clearly hopes and would be best for Australia. Or Trump might ask a staffer to show him what Rudd has said. And he might ask also why Albanese would appoint Rudd as an ambassador after he said such undiplomatic things. Rudd apparently apologised to the President in the room afterwards today, which is, of course, an apology that's at least a year too late. He needs to be careful because the American media are paying attention too.
The Australian Prime Minister is in town to cut some major deals. One problem? Someone in his entourage has TDS.
Have you had any concerns with this administration, with the stance on Palestine, climate change, or even things the ambassador said about you in the past, the Australian ambassador?
I don't know anything about him. I mean, if he said bad, then maybe he'll like to apologize. I really don't know. Did an ambassador say something bad about him? Don't tell me. I don't. Where is he? Is he still working for you?
Yeah.
You said bad?
Before I took this position, Mr. President.
I don't like you either. I don't, and I probably never will.
Once they got that out of the way, back to business. Trump cut an $8 billion rare earth deal down under. That means bye-bye, China.
Yeah, wait till the US media start running some of those clips of what Rudd has said about Trump in the past. I saw some wag on Facebook just moments ago selling T-shirts. I don't like you either, and I probably never will. Look, both Rudd and Albanese will be hoping that this story doesn't get any more legs. The sooner the caravan moves on for them, the better.